Morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. What is happening? Happy Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time for the last 451 days. Today's day 452 in a row without interruption. Proud of that. Yeah, jump in the chat, see what's going on. Who's around? 8 a.m. Sunday. Who's up? Coffee's good. 22 degrees, overcast. 2 to 4 inches of snow on the way. Happy spring, right? Where that groundhog at? Oh, we already did that, right? That's in February. Yeah. A little recovery day yesterday. We did a 6-mile walk on Friday, so it took a round out of me. But we're back. Enjoying things. Ben Bryant, first in this morning with the comment. Good to see you, buddy. Hope things are going good with the little one. What's up, Pops? Jess Novak is here. Good to see you. Coffee's good. Get some. I think that's the last of my Black Rifle coffee. I'm gonna have to get some more. We might have to have a pilgrimage. Leave the homestead. Oh shoot. Well, what is shaking, guys? How was your day yesterday? Scale of 1 to 10. Anybody care to share? Yeah, I was up early this morning, as you might expect. Yeah, I had kind of a lazy day yesterday. Just needed it, I guess. Needed to chill out a little bit. Been a lot going on in the Turner camp, you know? Sometimes you just need rest. From down south Maine where it's snowing. Ugh. Yeah, good morning, Steve. It's probably on its way. It says 2 to 4. So, yeah. I know. I don't get too excited in the month of March until we start to see some warmer temps. 9-ish, says Jess. All right. I like it. We'll take it. Good morning, Kurt Parham on Instagram. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I kind of met Steve Moland the other day and mentioned your name. So, small world. I don't know how he and I didn't cross paths in the triathlon game over a bunch of years, but we never did. We probably did, but didn't know each other. So, Ben says out of the major danger zone with snow, or maybe with the baby. Out of the hospital of both baby and mama. Yeah, it's a tough week, but we're on the other side of it. Good. Yeah, glad to hear that. Yeah, can't take that for granted, right? 10 fingers, 10 toes, healthy. Everybody's healthy at home, right? Always get a kick out of that. I want a girl. I want a boy. How about you want? You want a healthy baby. So, glad everything's good there, Ben. Trust me, when you say you want a girl, you get a boy. And when you want a boy, you get a girl. Right? We get exactly what we're supposed to have. I believe that. So, yeah, well, good stuff. We're up here in the county, and we did a little online shopping around yesterday at some building materials, kind of getting ready for an upcoming renovation because we are under contract on the house that we looked at. So, we're excited about that, and close on that April 24th, pending any major flub ups. So, everything will go fine, I'm sure. But yeah, so now we wait. So yeah, I just want to sleep. Yeah, I had some of that last night, Ben. Dude, just woke up. I lay there. I try to give it a half an hour or so, but if it gets to an hour, I just get up, stop mainlining the coffee. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, thanks, Joe. There's Elizabeth Greer from Natchez in here. Good to see you. What's happening? Happy Sunday, guys. Good to be here. Good to see you. Good to be seen. All the stuff. Yeah. I was supposed to be Roberta. Yeah. And I was the baby until Dave came along. So now I got thrown into that middle child syndrome. So at least that's where all my victimhood can go. Good morning, George Ross. What's happening, buddy? Good to see you. We're just over here making fun of me, I think. I'm making fun of me. It's all good. I see those middle child things on Instagram or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, yep, that's me. I saw one last night. It said um said if you had to get away with a crime and have it covered up, which one of your kids, would you call, and why would it be the middle child? Tim Kasperzak, good to see you. What's happening? Yeah, thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. We got a little elbow grease ahead of us. This one needs some TLC. Got good bones, but we gotta make some changes in the bedroom, bathroom situations, and so we'll go in and Billy Jack that, as I say. uh, and Wendy, I think, got her eyes open when I just went in and said, "Yeah, we'll rip this out, tear that out, nuke this, Billy Jack that." She's like, "I don't know." Good. Trust me, we can do it. Lark Johnson, good morning. Where you been, buddy? Good to see you back. Miss you guys. Bobina, yeah, that would have been good. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Locke, you don't want to know what we were talking about, so it's all good. Glad you showed up now. Yeah. Hey, we've been talking about the 10 laws of personal momentum, and I shared a Frisella thing this morning on. He was oddly enough just coincidentally talking about momentum too, which is pretty good. It just doesn't fall out of the sky. I'm just hanging around waiting for some momentum. Yeah. Reminds me of that old Mainer we saw at the diner about, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago. We were up this way north of here, and a guy came in a the like a jumpsuit like an auto mechanic might wear. Good morning, Bill Gustafson. And he's an older fella, and I don't know if he had red hair or white hair, but his name said Rocky on his uniform. And when he spins the chair around, the old diner metal chair, spins the chair around, sits in it, straddles it backwards, and they say, "What are you up to, Rocky?" Well, what did he say? He goes, as little as possible, as much as I can get away with, and I'm just trying to figure out a plan to make it all happen. Something like that. I probably butchered that, but it was funny. Wendy and I cracked up. So, yeah. Bill Gustafson, how did the pickleball go? Glad to see you back on the knee. Oh, Ben, you're the middle child. Now I know why we understand each other. When my parents call for stuff like that. Yeah. Ben, we need, what's that thing? You need to come with me. Some people are going to get hurt. You can never talk about it. Guy goes, whose car are we taking? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Good to see all you guys. It's old home days here. It goes in spurts. One day I had about 6 on, then the next day I had 30. So I don't know. I gave up trying to figure it out. Yeah, guys, we're talking momentum. All right. And today, specifically, the law of small wins. Stack, 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 right? Oh, here goes Bob on that small wins thing again, right? But it truly is the way to the top, right? One step at a time. Okay. Yeah, Bill's out playing pickleball already. Yeah, most people think that momentum comes from the big breakthroughs, right? Or it falls out of the sky, right? Might be, you land that big client. I got some momentum now, right? Close that huge deal, or hit that massive goal, right? That's not really how momentum works, guys. It isn't built through giant leaps. It's built through the small wins stacked daily, right? Day after day after day, small improvements, small progress, little inch by inch, right? Small victories, not sexy, boring AF, if I'm being honest, right? But over time, those small wins turn into something powerful. All right. We're talking about the law of small wins today. Okay. Good morning, Dustin Hippensteel. What's happening, buddy? Progress creates motivation, guys, not the other way around. Okay. A small win creates progress. Okay. Most people stall because they're waiting for a major breakthrough before they feel motivated. So there's the circle, right? The truth is the opposite. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Steve says consistency. Motivation follows progress. Progress usually begins with something small. Okay. A small win. right? Small wins build like confidence and belief and energy. Okay, here we go. We got something cooking. Forward motion, right? Once those things stop building, momentum takes over. There's the momentum. Okay, we've created it by taking actions. All right, boring. All right, but I'm working on it. Hey, Peter, good to see you. Locke says he's been working every day for over a week. About to leave to finish a pond today. Man, you're at it. CNS is fried like bacon. I need day laborers I can call upon the bare minimum. We'll be in touch soon. Yeah, busy, but lucrative. I love to hear it. That's good. So, yeah, James Clear in Atomic Habits. I know I saw somebody was reading that one. Maybe it was Alicia Berry or somebody. I saw a post yesterday reading Atomic Habits. All big things come from small beginnings, right? The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. There you go, right? So momentum really starts big. It starts small. Dan Martell, author of Buy Back Your Time, says momentum comes from progress, not perfection. All right. People wait too long to act because they want perfection. The paralysis by analysis thing, right? Momentum favors progress instead. All right. And there's another great book called The Compound Effect. Darren Hardy wrote that. He says small, smart choices plus consistency plus time equal radical difference. In other words, tiny improvements over time become extraordinary outcomes. All right. Good stuff. Think about a contractor who's trying to improve their business, which many of you are. Okay. They want to fix everything all at once. I sure did. Okay. Want better systems. I need better marketing. I got to hire better people. I need better leadership. And it feels overwhelming, right? So they stall. So they got all this stuff to do and don't do anything. Okay. But the momentum begins when they focus on that one improvement daily. Maybe they follow up on 3 old leads. Maybe they improve one sales script. Maybe they organize one sales system or have one leadership conversation, one small win. Good morning, Dave Howard. And then another tomorrow. Suddenly, after a few months, the entire business looks different. Small wins on a daily basis, guys. All right. Well, how do we do that, Bob? First, foremost, focus on the next step. That's it. When I was, Dave knows this. He's a runner. When I was on the backside of a marathon, I'm not looking at the 3 miles ahead of me or the 12 I've got to go. I'm looking at the 3 feet in front of me. That's it. Staying in my box, 3 feet in front of me. Head down, moving forward. Okay. One of the fastest ways to lose momentum is to try to solve everything at once or to think about the 12 miles, right? Just think of it. Run the mile you're on. Okay. Instead, ask yourself, what is the next small step I can take? I'm going to just make one more. I'm not going to worry about making that one, not the 3 that come after that. Clarity grows through action. All right. Track the small wins. When progress becomes visible, motivation increases. Makes sense, right? This is why streaks work. Okay, 452 days. We track it. We do it. We call it out. Maybe it's a workout or sales calls or content creation or prospecting. I've already reached out to 10 people this morning to attend my webinar, private training. Okay, some of you are on that list. Already done 10. That's my goal, 10 a day until it happens. Modest goal, right? It's creating momentum. You begin to see progress building. Now I'll check and see if people signed up. Boom. Yeah. How about celebrating the progress? Too many times we move the finish line, don't we? Or the goalposts, right? Too many leaders skip this step, right? Good morning, Jace. How are you? Yeah, too many leaders, they move immediately to the next challenge without recognizing the improvement. Okay, George Zico. Wink, wink. Celebrating progress reinforces behavior. Okay. I mean, I'm not talking throwing a party like, hey, Dave Davis is going to finish 75 hard today. I don't think he's going out for beers and pizza tonight. If he is, he didn't learn anything. Okay. But take a minute, celebrate the progress. How about a small pat on the back, right? It tells your brain this matters. This is important. Keep going. Yeah, we'll share that in a second, Steve. No problem at all. Next one is build the habit of daily improvement, right? I got a t-shirt that says get 1% better every day or something like that. Do that. Ask yourself that simple question each day. What's one small improvement I can make today? That question alone can change your whole trajectory. You might having trouble with my tongue this morning. So, as I always say, where in your life are you waiting for a big breakthrough instead of creating a small win? And what I mean when I say what I always say is where in your life? Like where how does this affect you? Where are you waiting for that big breakthrough instead of just creating small wins? You ever read that book or story 3 Feet from Gold? Check that one out. What small improvement could you make today that would move things forward? Just move that needle a little bit. Just a little bit. If you made one small improvement every day for the next year, where could you be 12 months from now? You ever look at that? You guys that don't love posting content. What if you did? What do you think your business would be if you posted, I don't know, 3 times a day for the next year? It's got to be good stuff, right? It can't be junk. But what if you had just some radical change to something that you've just, haven't really done to the full extent? Think about that for a minute. Guys, momentum rarely arrives through giant breakthroughs. I said that at the beginning, right? It arrives quietly through small wins, small actions, small improvements, little bits of progress, okay? Stacked day after day after day after day. It's boring. It isn't sexy, okay? And that's why some people stop. How tall does a tree grow? As tall as it can, yeah. A fish grows to the size of its aquarium, all that kind of stuff, right? The people who win aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who keep stacking small wins long enough for the momentum to compound, okay? Steve, in a race, who can I run down next? Oh, I love that. That's exactly how I raced. Who's this guy? What's he doing? If you were in front of me, you had a target on your back. And chances are I was saying all kinds of things about you. Shoot. Pink Floyd said the same thing, though it didn't plan out that way. Not just another brick in the wall. Yeah. Yeah, who can I pass next? What's my next target? What's my next step? Right? Yeah, for sure. Good stuff, guys. I like this one today. If you're committed to taking small wins and stacking small wins in your life and business, getting some wins in the next few days, pop a fist pump in the chat or something, or a thumbs up. I don't care, period, whatever's on your keyboard. So I know you're alive. Okay. And if you think this video might help somebody, share it out today. I challenge you. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Share it with them, because sometimes the way forward isn't a giant leap. Sometimes it is. You might catch lightning in a bottle here and there, right? Sometimes it's just one small step today. Okay. One small step today. Let me see if I can copy this link. There you go, Steve. Guys, if you weren't here yesterday, I let everybody know that on April 7th and April 9th, Tuesday and Thursday, I'm putting together a free training, okay? It's called the Accountability Gap. And and I like to say that the one word that, if you boil down everything I do in coaching and said you only could use one word. And I think a lot of people would come with accountability. And that's what I settled on. I want to talk to you guys about why your business might not be scaling, okay, and what to do about it, okay? So if you're a contractor and you're somewhere in that, I don't know, between just starting and say 3 million, absolutely, Dave, grab the link. It's free. All you have to do is sign up, and you'll get a confirmation email. So it's super slick, using my Go High level finally for what I paid for it. So, yeah. This is for people who feel busy all the time but not always productive, okay? You don't have to be a business owner. Heck, you don't even have to be a contractor, okay? This is for people who are tired of starting strong and then just drifting and fading away. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Good to see you here. Most of you guys don't have a knowledge problem. It's typically something else. All right. You're showing up, you're doing the work. Okay. And you deserve to be able to move forward and not just drown in your business and have your business take all your freedom, which is part of the reason you started your business. Okay. All right. Maybe you've got leads and they're not getting followed up consistently. Maybe margins aren't tracked closely. Maybe the team isn't aligned. Maybe culture's off in your team. Okay. And maybe execution breaks down week after week. All right. What looks like a sales problem or a lead problem or a motivation problem is usually an accountability or structure problem. So join me on the 7th or the 9th. I made it in the evening so that most of you guys would be available. And also on the West Coast, these guys can get in. So Jess, yeah, I saw you sign up. So yeah, Dave, thank you. I appreciate it. The guys, I made it. I call it a webinar, but a webinar is where someone just kind of talks at you for an hour. I didn't want that. I wanted an interactive experience. So it's a Zoom. Okay. I still have a presentation to go along with it. Okay. But I think you'll get a lot out of it. So feel free to pass the link on to anybody that you think might need it. I would love to pack this webinar. And I got some other things I can share with you while we're on that I'm not going to share until that night, those nights. So I would say stop drifting, start executing, get in the game, get in the room. I always talk about getting in rooms where people want you to win. This is that room. Okay. Will we hear Wendy snoring though? She's not the one that snores, Mark. She's literally corpse level sleeper. And if she slept badly, it was probably because of me or the dogs. So yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dave, please pass it along. Love to get more people in. Ben Wright, good to see you. I didn't see you in here. Focus is intensity over time multiplied by God equals momentum. There you go, brother. Yeah. Say hi to your wife. Miss seeing you guys. So yeah, I'm glad you jumped on. George Ross, thanks for being here. Jace, you snuck in there. Good to see you back, Locke. Got a lot going on. I figured some of you pond guys, I might not see as much once it started to warm up a little bit, but I know you're in Georgia, so you don't have the same kind of maybe slow down or off season as Ben does, but I might be making an assumption there. So which runner in front of you has 3 feet? I'd be staring at their 3 feet too. Ben, you kill me. You kill me, kid. Yeah. Guys, reach out to the people on this thread. If you're not friends with them on Facebook or follow them on Instagram, go ahead and do that. If you got a business, pop the link in there. We want to make sure you guys get supported. Okay. You're supporting me. I appreciate you. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Also, I think Wendy's going to put the website in there, the Summit Coaching website. She'll pop that in. Check that out when you get a second. We're going to try to get a few things done around here today. Probably try to get that walk in before it snows. So, Jace, thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Let's go. LFG, guys. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We got a busy April coming up. We kick it off by going to Utah for a leadership, I don't know if I call it a retreat outing weekend. It's actually a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with Phil Kornichuk. Some of you guys know him. He spoke at Mach 5 in Houston back in October. I got a chance to meet him, got connected, and he sent me a note and said, hey, we'd love to have you involved. And so Wendy was interested too, so she jumped in. So we're going to be doing some hiking, some rappelling down into some slot canyons out in the desert or I don't know where we're going. So somewhere in Utah. It's intentionally ambiguous. Then we got some paddling to do. Yeah, just some deep dive on some leadership stuff. And it's really good timing for us too, because of coming out of, selling the condo, relocating a little bit and changing some other things around. It's a really good time to be kind of hitting that reset button. So yeah, check out the website there, guys. And all the other links. Wendy's probably scrambling going, oh no, it sounds like he's wrapping up. I don't know if I'm going to get these links in today. That's okay. It's all good. We post the links all the time. So guys, let me know if I can help you in any way. You guys that are thinking about starting something, whether it's a podcast or, going ham on TikTok or branding yourself in some way, writing your blog, putting yourself out there, Don't flatter yourself by thinking people care all that much. Just do it. Okay. Just do it. If people don't like it, they'll swipe on by. And if you get lucky and somebody takes a cut at you, you're making some impact. All right. So do your thing. If there's something I can help you with, let me know. And we'll just keep on trucking. So yeah, Mark, when we might have a summit meetup. Well, more to come on that, my friend. More to come on that. You're gonna have to drive further though. So all right, guys. I appreciate you. Love you all. Have a great Sunday. Make the most of it. Take an hour or two today and make sure your week looks played out. Okay. Whether it's food prep or whether it's your calendar, make sure you're not going into Monday so that it's a fire drill when you get up and get going. So, all right. Again, if I can help you in any way, let me know. Getting ready for an 11 miler this morning. Good for you, man. Love it, Richard. Tell us how it goes. I love it, Mark. Okay, guys. We'll see you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the day, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for day 453. Take care, guys. We'll see you. Bye.